MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over really quick.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Los Angeles Dodgers.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What's your take as they try to win an NL championship here on the road, Mark?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Julio Urias is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career. Multiple MVPs, Gold Gloves, you name it. Corey Seager is on fire.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here comes the first pitch. And we are underway from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch is taken here for ball 1. The 1-0. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. Now the 2-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Now the 2-1 pitch.
That's foul.
Here now the 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. And gone. An absolute bomb. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. His first homer here in the series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
A majestic home run, and we'll look at it again with show track. The velocity off the bat came in at 117 miles an hour, so that's one of the hardest hit home runs you'll see all year long. Amazing stuff.
So striding in, Anthony Rizzo. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Anthony Rizzo.
First offering on its way. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. And that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Arias has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Home half of the first coming up at Dodger Stadium. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
John Lester will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this ought to be fun to watch in this one here today. A guy with over 2,000 career strikeouts Think about it. He knows how to get swings and misses, and he knows how to paint the corners. Hopefully he'll bring some of that in this one here, and he should be fun to watch.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Now in the box, Chris Taylor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Dodgers, center fielder, Chris Taylor.
First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Happ giving chase. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second, third baseman, Justin Turner.
In now, Justin Turner. First pitch coming. Here it is. A cold strike on the inside corner. One out, nobody on. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. And with two away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. And the question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Here's Corey Seager. His past history against John Lester. He carries a .308 batting average. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Lester's ready. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Lester, a 6'4" lefty. He was taken in the second round during the 2002 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Two balls and two strikes to Corey Seager.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Here now the 2-2. Line drive base hit. He has success with two out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2. He's able to find a knockout there.
He's set. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Seager leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Too high. 1-2.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. One left for LA. They still trail 1-0.
Leading out for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
First pitch on its way. Softly hit out to short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. A runner at first with no outs here. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early. Then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Grounded to short. To second for 1. On to first, and a big ground ball there as they turn the double play on Hayward.
Batting 8, catcher, John.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you could definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Stepping in now, John Lester. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. Kemp will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. So here's Matt Kemp now. A matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Matt Kemp.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that pitch catches the inside corner. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Therefore, it is Hayward now, one away.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he just misses with a curveball. His past history against John Lester, he's just 1 for 13. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. In for strike 2. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Popped him up. Rizzo moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting seventh, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and a strike to count. On the ground to third. Bryant's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in, Addison Russell, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
The 1-1. This is skied into short left center. Kemp has a read on it. 1 down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Stepping into the box, Javier Baez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Missed with a breaking ball. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
2-1.
Now the 2-1. swung on and lifted in the air to left center.
Chasing after it is Taylor.
He makes the running play. 2 down.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
Striding into the box, Albert Almora. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they're on top 1-0.
Leading off for the Dodgers, right fielder, Yasiel Puig.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Fouled off. Here's another 0-2. Fouled away. Lester's 2-0 home. Curveball that time, not even close.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that. But most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Standing in now, Julio Urias. As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1.
0-1.
One out, nobody on.
Yeah.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Now Lester deals the 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We're through 3 full here in game number 4. It's the Cubs 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Here's Chris Bryant now as we begin the top of the fourth.
Chris Bryant.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the 4th inning. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
0-1.
One run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Taylor is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Drilled right back up the middle. Seager ranging up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they lead it 1-0. In Justin Turner. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Justin Turner.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. No runs, just one hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. This is pulled into right. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Gabriel, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Happ on the move, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Kemp.
So the runner at first here with two gone in the inning, and stepping forth is the left fielder Matt Kemp. From the belt, the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Seager is off at first with two away. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Happ is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers leave one. They trail this one 1-0. Start off the fifth in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole, 0-2 now. Hard hit toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the fifth.
Well, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive, 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll take a look at ball one. Comes into this at bat 0-for-1 in the ball game. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. And that's allowed out number one.
Now batting, pitcher, John Lester.
Now at the plate, John Lester. He's 0-for-1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a bunt attempt here. On to first, and there were two down.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's Addison Russell. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0-for-1 so far. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And that misses for ball one. Russell is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing eye.
The 1-1 is a sharp slider taken low for a ball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit on the ground out to short. Seager loves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
That's pure pitch recognition right there. He's able to get the front foot down, backdoor breaking ball, and drive it the other way. That's the kind of thing that fires me up.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Count remains at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Popped him up.
Brings it in, standing inside the coach's box for out number one.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
In now is Yasiel Puig. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike. Puig, commonly known around baseball as Wild Horse. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. The 0-1 on its way. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Dodgers go down quietly. It remains 1-0. Here's Javier Baez. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. Now the 1-0. is taken for ball 2. Slow roller out to short. Seager fields it cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Line hard toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Chris Bryant will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-0 home is a ball down and away.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Three and 0 now. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Now the 3-0 offering. Swing and a line drive. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Taylor. Leaps and he made the catch. He took one out of the stands. Santa Maria. Another look here as he goes up and over the wall to take away a home run. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Julio Urias, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Julio Urias.
Now the pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Sharp ground ball to third. And that's out number 1.
Center fielder, number 3, Chris Taylor.
Stepping up to the plate, Chris Taylor. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside.
1-0.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded back up the middle. Russell has it. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Now at the plate, Justin Turner, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Lester into his motion. First pitch on the way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Up around the face. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. The 1-2. Popped him up. Contreras is there. And the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. The Cubs are on top, 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to short. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
In now, Jason Hayward, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Taylor. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, pitcher, John Lester.
Digging in once again, John Lester. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Pitch is high. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. Back with more of Game 4 on MLB Network right after this. Digging in and looking for more, Corey Seager. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Hit hard down the line, and that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the seventh.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Into the box, Cody Bellinger. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
With it, ball 4, so that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So here's Matt Kemp now, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
On its way is pitch number 75. Fly ball out toward left center field. Happ moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
So stepping in, Logan Forsythe, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Ball 1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Now Lester deals the 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Here he comes again, 1-2. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Standing in now, Yasmani Grandal. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
The pitcher is acting innocent, but I saw it in real time, and my first thought was he did that on purpose. These pitchers can paint the black inside and out, make the ball move up and down. So a lot of times when you see a guy get hit in that spot, there was some kind of message behind it. We'll see what that leads to the rest of this game.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. No balls and 1 strike. Now Lester's 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Lester sets with the payoff pitch. It's swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Row.
That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Kyle Farmer will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 65, Kyle Farmer.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. The 1-0 home. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The tag as he holds on, and that guy is meat at home plate. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs 1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Number 46 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 46. Now playing right field and batting in the 9th spot, number 31, Josh Peterson.
Kyle Schwarber is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher, Lester. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against the modern day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
1-0 pitch on the way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher. He really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Now batting, Addison Russell. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Jose Castillo will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Jose Castillo.
Pitchers duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And that is off the wall in right field. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
Wow, when I heard that and saw it leave his bat, I thought we were going to be all tied up, but it just didn't have enough to get out of here, so he's going to have to settle for a double. Tying run on second, and now things are officially getting interesting.
Here's Javier Baez, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? Forsythe on to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. They still trail it here 2-1. Jose will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 0, Jose Castillo.
Carl Edwards Jr. is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Jock Peterson now. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Fastball in there for a called strike. Edwards playing here in his age 26 season. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
So 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a called strike 3 on the corner. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Standing in, Chris Taylor. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped high in the air. Rizzo waits on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Next for the Dodgers, Justin Turner. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Turner in front at 3 balls and a strike. Corey Seager would be next. The 3-1 pitch. It's a fastball, center cut.
You got a full count.
Count remains full. Once again, a 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Ready once again, Corey Seager. He singled his last time up. Pause, now the pitch. In the dirt here. And no advance, it's ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball looked at for a strike. Turner, the runner at first with 2 gone. Turned on down the line. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. And he is in there.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1.
1-1.
Second and third, 2 away. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
So here's Matt Kemp now. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here comes the first pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball on the outer third. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Ready on 1-2. Still 1-2. Now another 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Castillo on the move. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. Back in the entertainment capital of the world with baseball on MLB Network. Thanks for joining us as we're all set for what remains in this one. Kenley Jansen takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Here's Chris Bryant now. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in the line.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Jansen, a right-hander going 6'5". He's a 9-year major league vet. Ball 2 now.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
all over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now. Anthony Rizzo is on deck. Lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Lined hard toward right center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion, while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Hard liner to center field. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores, evening things at 2.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Here's the first pitch. And this is low, ball 1. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now. But if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
Now the 2-0. High pop-up. Turner has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So coming to the plate, Jason Hayward. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Chasing after it is Taylor. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the runner from third crosses the plate. The relay throw, and Hayward is in at third base. He's got himself a triple.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Chris Coughlin will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Chris Coughlin.
Smoke toward third. Turner has it. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So disaster strikes here in the ninth, as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Cubs 3 and the Dodgers 2. Pedro Strop is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. Now to the plate, Logan Forsythe. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning, with his guys in need of some 9th inning magic if they're going to force a Game 5. Here's the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. His career line against Pedro Strop, he's 1 for 4. The 0-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1 and 2. Now the 1 and 2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Rhys Hoskins will grab a bat to pinch hit here, and you wonder if he'll be swinging for the downs, trying to walk off with a victory. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Hot shot toward third. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
Right fielder, Josh Peterson.
Into the box now, Jock Peterson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. First time up, he went down looking. And there's ball one. Hot shot on the ground to short. There's Baez. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 10th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. David Phelps takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Into the box now, Jose Castillo. He'll be the one to start things out as we begin the 10th.
Jose Castillo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the ninth, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Peterson is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier Baez.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Javier Baez. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch on its way. And a ball 1-0. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. One out, nobody on. Popped him up. Seager ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
Now at the plate, Albert Almora. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Here it comes. Liner towards second. And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Bryant to the opposite field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and is now 5-3.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. His third home run of this series, and it's now 6-3.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for a short memory. We'll see if he can put those two bombs behind him.
Now batting,
Victor Caratini will come on as a pinch hitter.
Number 13, Victor Caratini.
Here's a high pop-up. Seager is there. And that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. The Cubbies are in front 6-3. Victor Caratini will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 13, Victor Caratini.
Brandon Morrow takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. At the plate, Chris Taylor. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Center fielder, Chris Taylor.
Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Strikes to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner. As he'll lift it up in the air, this is back behind second. Half backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The batter number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Corey Seager. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Line to the right side, but foul. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now Corey with a swing and a deep drive to right. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo home run for Corey Seager. His first homer so far in the series, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Yeah, you know what? Dodger Stadium has always been known for a very high mound, and pitchers love to pitch in this ballpark. And D-Row, when the sun goes down and that marine layer air comes in, this is a tough yard to hit the ball.
I was going right there, Dan. Day game, this place plays completely different, but to do it at night, that's why it was such an impressive performance today. For them to move traffic all over the yard today, not easy to do.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Now the 2-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. And once again, there will be joy in Wrigleyville tonight. The Cubs are World Series bound.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our excellent crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Dodgers, 4 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.